Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our daily word. It is Monday, December 21st. We are headlong now into the celebration of Christmas this week with lots going on. So I hope you're all ready for that. A reminder that Wednesday night we're going to have parking lot carols, and that's going to start at 6 o'clock in the parking lot. You can stop and get your dinner if you wish and eat it in your car. And we're going to sing some carols and have some fun with that since we haven't had a chance to do that this year. And then, of course, Thursday night is our Christmas Eve services, both 7:30 and 11 p.m. And both services will be live streamed. So hopefully you have everything ready, your Advent wreaths with your Christ candle and your candles for the end of the service. So you can take note of that. And then Sunday, December 27th, the first Sunday after Christmas, we'll have worship at 10:15 here on Facebook Live. So the scripture for this morning comes from Isaiah, and we hear these words. Again, the Lord spoke to Ahaz. Ask the Lord your God for a sign, whether in the deepest depths or in the highest heights. But Ahaz said, I will not ask. I will not put the Lord to the test. Then Isaiah said, Hear now, you house of David. Is it not enough to try the patience of humans? Will you try the patience of my God also? Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and will call him Emmanuel. He will be eating curds and honey when he knows enough to reject the wrong and choose the right. Before the boy knows enough to reject the wrong and choose the right, the land of the two kings you dread will be laid to waste. I've been thinking about, as we head into this very important time together, this week of Christmas, and all the waiting that we've been doing, and the process. I personally love the process of a weekly ritual of lighting the Advent candle, of hearing the scripture, of knowing what leads from one thing to the next. And maybe it's a long wait, maybe it's not. It feels like to me that this month has gone by very fast, this season of Advent. And now here we are. And I'm reminded almost all the time when I read these stories that from the book of Malachi, which is the last book of the Old Testament, to the New Testament, there is 400 years. And those are the 400 years that scholars say that God had gone silent. And people waited and waited and waited because the prophecy, even the one we hear today, the prophecy had been laid out long before that. And we hear these words. So it's interesting that as we have to wait and we anticipate what's coming, imagine 400 years of this kind of waiting that has to happen. There is this interesting word in this scripture this morning that we should take note of. And so, Ahaz says, I'm not going to ask God for any kind of sign. And there's this big conversation. And then Isaiah says, look, behold, God will give you a sign. Behold. Now, we can translate this word behold, and what it probably means, what it most likely means is, behold means to be alert. Be alert to what's coming. Behold, the virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and will call him Emmanuel. Behold. I wonder what it is that would cause us in this story to pay special attention. I marvel at it every week that we light a candle, and the words hope, love, joy, and peace spring up before us. They come every year, but they call us to be on alert for these kind of things in our lives. When we met last night for our Blue Christmas service, I was just consciously aware of the people around me, the people who are on Facebook Live, and even people who weren't watching, knowing in myself the losses they've experienced that might have been too much to even share. And it makes us alert, you see, to God's presence among us. If we were to really be alert and behold what's going on around us, the intent could have a jarring effect on us. Imagine, if you can, yesterday, when all of those Advent boxes were at the front of the sanctuary, 45 of them. I marvel at the gift of all of you. And then yesterday at 2:00, the scouts began distributing those boxes. And I've seen some pictures. And I'm alert at their gift of service and going up to doors in our neighborhood and giving them these gifts. Because what we're trying to do is alert those around us at the possibility that God is present in our lives. This word behold means to pay attention, and it calls us to bring every faculty of our perception into the presence of God and the world making wonder of God being born in the midst of our lives. Christmas is all at once a sign of both the deepest depths and the highest heights. And Advent prepares us for a contradiction, you see. A virgin with child, for her, that would be the deepest depths. Pregnant with the Son of God, that would be the highest of heights. Isaiah says in another place, behold, I'm doing a new thing. Be alert to that. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I look around at all kinds of people, the things going on in our world, and maybe we should look a little deeper. Maybe we should open our eyes a little wider, because I believe that God is doing a new thing with us and for us and through us. It springs forth all around us. It makes a way, Isaiah says, in the wilderness with rivers in the desert. The season of Christmas and of Advent is a reminder to us that we should always stay alert, that we should always be ready, that we should pay attention to the signs of God all around us. I went to the mail today after she went through the drive, and I got a card from a person who I know pretty well. You all don't know that well, but I know him pretty well. And he wrote the nicest note in his card. And he watches us on Facebook, all that we do. And his simple thank you for all that we do and for the stuff that I try to do, as he said, reminded me that we should always stay alert and be ready and to pay attention. Because what God's doing in and through you and in and through me in this season is immeasurable. I lit my candle earlier. It's the Christ candle. And I put away all the stuff from last night, the 4 Advent candles and all the little white candles that I lit in memory of someone. And I'm reminded that together today, last night, yesterday morning in worship, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Sunday morning again, that the invitation for us is to behold. And it's Advent's way of saying to us, wake up, pay attention. God is doing new things in our midst. I pray that you'll see the new things in your life that God is doing. that you'll hear God's voice once again in your life, when you light your candles, when you share, however it is you share in your Christmas celebrations. Maybe it'll be like this over Zoom or FaceTime. But be reminded that God is calling us to be alert, to be ready, and to pay attention. For God is doing new things in our midst. I pray you'll have a great day. I pray that all your preparations go well. I pray that your hearts are full. I pray that you know of peace today, peace that passes understanding. I pray you'll know of God's love. I pray you'll be alert to God's peace and to God's love in your lives. And I pray you'll be alert and know well of my love for all of you. I pray you'll have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Blessings and peace to all of you.